Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Chasing Dirt Show 2026. How's it going, Jack?
Another year, man. Another year. Happy New Year, Jerry.
Yes, sir. You too, to you and your family, and Happy New Year to everybody watching. Man, it's going to be a great year. Exciting.
It's going to be,
A lot of
yeah.
cool things happening.
Even years are the best years.
Yeah, man. I'm good with all of them. I'm good that I woke up this morning. So
I say that more and more every time I wake up. So yeah, I agree. But no, it's a good year. I think we had a few weeks off, kind of taking care of vacation, families, and all that good stuff. So it's good to be back. 2026 is hard to believe. I think yesterday feels like 1999, waiting for Y2K. For those youngins, you don't probably understand what Y2K is, but we did. And a lot of us stayed up overnight making sure Y2K didn't kill us. But did you do anything fun for the holiday? Let's just go through personal stuff real quick.
yeah, actually, I had a blast. I laid in the bed for about a week and a half. That's the second time. I'm just getting over a terrible respiratory infection. But Christmas was good. We had kids with us, and it was very to just hang out. I tell people all the time, when you're in your 20s and you've done a decent job, they become kind of your friend group. And so it's kind of cool just to lay low, hang out,
Yeah.
relax. But
You
hey,
got something.
I got a lazy boy.
You got a lazy boy. You got something on your mic. You keep going in and out. Is there something there in front of your mic?
I don't think so. Let's see. Is that
You
better?
don't have the high powered mic that you have at the
I don't
office.
have it with me, but yeah, I'm on the laptop today. So,
All right.
is that better?
That's better. Yeah, slightly better. You can hear you kind of a little bit, but it's good. It's good. Same here. Cook the kids. I did the this year. Just not. We're going to entertain the group for a little bit, but I did the no gifts. We're going for experiences. So we went to St. Thomas for 6 days, and I said there's no gifts, but we're going to do experiences. And the three kids bought into it. So 18, 19, or 20, 19, I guess, and the 12-year-old. So the actual 12-year-old was the easiest one to pitch.
That's a lot of fun. That's cool. Yeah, we're looking at a cruise here. Mama's starting to get better, so I think in the fall we're going to cruise. So.
Awesome. Well, I dig it. Well, here's the topic I'm going to go on. I'm going to go big in January on data. We're building the exchange out. We're getting data from contractors. It's starting to kind of get some momentum. When I say kind of, I mean you just got to explain it for 5 minutes. People go, no brainer. Let's sign up. So data is going to be heavy, but I went down a rabbit hole. I was writing some articles for the community, route community, and Jerry, educate me, because this is my perspective coming from the manufacturer distribution side. We talk about numbers all the time when we talk about this, but I heard a good term, and it said data is the new detergent. And what they're saying is, everyone's always talking about the newest thing. And data, in my mind, the more I'm diving into this, is like the newest bell and whistle. And what caught my eye on this, and I want to get an expert. I want to find an expert that's really into this from a technology standpoint, but also the implementation of it. So if anybody's out there that's listening, that's a data expert on just productivity. And what I mean by that is this rabbit hole I went down with data was, they used a large facility, for example, and they said, what if data, every time 500 people or 100 people went into a space, that triggered a work order for someone to go there and do certain things. It could be 50, it could be 20. Right. But what they were talking about is the industry as a whole historically has been more about here's your schedule, here's your route, do this, versus looking at this facility, let's just call it a 100,000 square foot facility, and say, of that 100,000 square feet, on Tuesdays, only 20% of it's utilized, but yet we're spending majority of our time just going up there to wipe what was clean. And they're saying, what would happen if we were more focused on those spaces, the activity occurring in those spaces, and the cleaning needing occurred based on that activity? And I think that's the rabbit hole I went into. And I don't know if I'm making any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I think, for me to kind of dumb it down to what I think you're saying is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's really about doing your homework. To say, when you go to a data 1,000 square foot data center and you bid on it, you're not bidding on it because you're not cleaning every square inch of it every night. It might be like section A, you might clean the spines on Monday nights and be on Tuesday night. So it's getting that in, getting it into us to say, here's your driven by the data, like we understand, and that's and then that data should and could translate into a really tight proposal, a very competitive proposal. And so that's one thing when you say what kind of data are we listening to, like the other side of that might be more time as well. Is what is that? What is the, we've always been able to evaluate how much time we're spending in the building, but are we evaluating what they're spending their time?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, and I was trying to equate this to my home, but like, how many times in your formal dining room do you actually go in there and do a deep clean? You don't use it but for holidays. I don't know. Maybe that's me. Maybe we just use the formal dining room for whenever we would set there 4 times a year. The rest of the year, I didn't spend 20 minutes cleaning like I did when I had a formal dinner there. I just go through and dust and I'm done. I'm in there in 30 seconds. So I think that's the thing. And I think that's the company we need to reach out to. I'll reach out to them, but there's that company, I forget the name of them, but they do the sensors. There's more and more of those companies, but they'll go through and put sensors in your facilities so that you have that data. You can say, hey, these are the times, these are the location, these are the days, times, locations that you probably need to have something occurring. Because again, at that point, I think we talked about it. Maybe it was one of our clients we were consulting, is that all the cleaners were hiding in the gym because no one ever used the gym, right? So they were hiding in the gym. I'm not saying that everyone does this, but they were hiding in the gym area because they knew no one cleaned it. But yet, if you had sensors in there, you'd see no one clean it and say, hey, why are we even in there? There's this rabbit hole I want to go down, I think.
Yeah, well, and I think too, I mean, the thing that would be curious to me is, what does it look like? And I'm thinking out loud, you guys don't think I've lost my mind, but what does it look like to, I don't know how to word it. Like if you had a big organization, you have a calendar that monitors electronically what's being used, when it's being used, how much it's being used on a basis, or an area, whatever that is. Information drive a scope report, meaning based off of data. I'm thinking that might be some things, but if you, like you're talking about, the sphere, or
the sensors,
the sensors, figure that out. If those two things, and there's a sensor listen to this one, I just made a man,
Well, I think that's where AI kicks in as well. Because what I was looking at was the software. There was some tool that was saying is letting the AI look at that data and say optimize. Like they're already doing that with transportation. You get into a truck. They used to manually dispatch and here's the stop. But they're taking the data of traffic patterns, days of the week, hours, and they're optimizing that through technology, and AI is driving that. Same thing with people. Like, what if we went in there and said, okay, we ran the sensors, we're cleaning, here's our routine. We're just doing the routine. We're going in those rooms every day, same time, same frequency. But you put those sensors in and you run it for a month or two, and you come back and say, AI, based on what you're seeing, what is the optimized schedule? You might see 15, 20% less. And again, I'm not trying to drive down the number of billable hours, but I'm also looking to say, hey, what is optimizing? Everybody's, employment, training issues, just, keeping the client happy. But what would that do to a typical account of a large account, Bless you.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. There's a lot of, there's a lot there.
Yeah. So I got to find that sensor company up because they were at the ISSA show every year. And I know they were talking 10 years ago. And I said, I don't get that. Now I'm starting to get that.
Yeah.
And again, the other term I ran into was what they call it, cobot. Have you heard the term cobot?
I have not.
So cobot, so robots, right? Robots,
Yeah.
whether it be a floor scrubber, whether it be whatever it may be, vacuum. This cobot is you're kind of pairing somebody up. So rather than replacing a person, you're pairing a person up with a robotic device. So let's just say my job is to vacuum the main halls and detail clean the halls or detail them clean the bathrooms. You partner that person up with a robot, so they become your cobot, and you put that person and says, now you're responsible for getting that robot to doing its job. It's responsibility while you're doing your other job. So you got this kind of like almost like a assistant with you.
That's crazy. Yeah. No, I think that's a good idea of, like to manage a robot. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I think no. So I think what we want to do, I want to accomplish whatever you want to talk on the shows. Let's bring it up. But I think what I want to really do is, as you jump off the call, I want to stretch some of the boundaries on some of the things we've been talking about, and kind of look at those next level things that may be a little bit a pie in the sky, but uh, could be interesting as well. So I think I ran Jerry off, but that is the topic today. Was really using AI sensors. So if there's a sensor company out there, someone that could take a look at jumping on the podcast with us and having a conversation, I would love to have that. On the reverse side too, anybody with robotics that complement a cleaner that you can auto direct and turn on and run with, cobot. I want to explore that term as well. So those are the two things that I would like to take a dive on. And we'll give Jerry a couple seconds to see if he gets back on. Other than that, we are working with an exchange. I've got a 30 location opportunity we're going to be posting tomorrow, which will be January 6th. We will have locations in Louisiana, locations throughout Texas, and locations throughout Georgia. So if you are not seeing opportunities within the exchange, within Route, make sure you go over to getroute.com, top right, click on tools, click on exchange, and click on claim your company profile. We're starting to average probably 10 plus opportunities a week that we're posting. I think right now we have, when I say opportunities, projects, commercial cleaning projects, we have right now, I think over 100 posted to the exchange. So they're out there ready to be jumped on, at least reviewed. So I encourage you to do that as well. This will be a short, abbreviated version because of Jared getting cut off, but we'll see you guys Friday and have a great week.